Good evening, children.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Yeah, shared some questions on WhatsApp, right? We'll see the answers for them. I have not shared my screen. We'll see the answers to those questions and then I'll share my screen. All of you have worked them? Have you all worked the questions which I had shared on statistics, median and mode? No. Yeah, Ananya, have you worked? Why? Raja Rajeshwari? Okay, Raja Rajeshwari? No response. Ram?
Yes, ma'am.
Shreya? Shreya Shri? Subbalakshmi?
Ma'am, I'm yet to do the sixth sum alone, ma'am.
How many have you finished?
4 sums, ma'am.
4 you have completed. What about Tarun Murali?
3 sums, ma'am.
Sorry?
3 sums, ma'am. I haven't completed.
Okay. What did Shreyas say?
Ma'am, I
Shreyas?
completed, but my answers, I think it's not right.
Okay.
Ma'am, I have completed 3 sums, ma'am.
3 sums, huh? All right. Okay, then I think we'll start with them because most of us have not tried. So we'll start with them. Yeah, good evening, Sashmi. So children, as of now, I have not shared my screen. So the first question on WhatsApp, find the missing frequency X if the median is given to be 46 1/3. Anybody wants to share the value of X? What is the value of X? Okay, fine, we'll work it now. I've shared my screen. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please work, all of you. Please work, tell me the value of X. What is the first thing you would do? What is that extra column to be generated to find the median? To find median or to
Yes, ma'am.
answer, sorry?
Cumulative frequency.
Cumulative frequency column. Okay, so when it's about median, we need to generate the cumulative frequency column. All right, and what's the next thing you'll have to do?
We
Important.
have to make continuous, ma'am.
We'll have to?
Continuous, ma'am.
Exactly. We have to make the class intervals continuous. That's very important. Make the class intervals continuous. The only extra column for median is cumulative frequency column, and the class intervals must be made continuous. So what do you call such a frequency distribution? Is it inclusive or exclusive? Inclusive or exclusive? Are the class intervals inclusive class intervals or exclusive class intervals? Okay, so if the upper limit is included in the same class interval, included in the same class interval, if the upper limit of the class intervals are included in the same class interval, then the class intervals are said to be inclusive, or the class intervals are said to be in the inclusive form. The lower limit always belongs to the same class interval. Lower limit always belongs to the same class interval. The upper limit actually belongs to the next class interval. The value of the upper limit, it goes to the next class interval, in which case it is exclusive. So here, since the class intervals are not continuous, the upper limit 20, the upper limit 30, 40, 50, they are included in the same class interval. So inclusive. So when they are not continuous, inclusive class intervals. When they are continuous, exclusive class intervals. Inclusive because the upper limit is included in the same class interval. Exclusive because the upper limit is excluded from that class interval. The upper limit is excluded. It's not included, right? So it's excluded from that class interval. So exclusive class intervals. So this is for continuous. This is discontinuous. This is discontinuous. This is continuous. Yeah. Find the value of x. Yeah. What's the value of x? Children, you're taking a long time. You want me to announce the answer? Yes, Ananya. How far have you come?
Ma'am, I'm substituting the values.
Okay. Priyanka? Rajarajeshwari? How far have you come? Ram?
I'm going to finish, ma'am.
Good, good. Okay.
I'm 48.7.
48.7.
Yes.
Subbalakshmi?
12.5, ma'am.
12.5. Okay, let me unshare my screen. So which is the median class interval? Which is the median class interval?
From 40.5 to 50.5.
Correct. 40.5 to 50.5. Now, when you substitute in the formula, the lower limit is 40.5. What is n by 2? What is n by 2?
I'm 46.3. 47.
No, what's the value of n by 2?
Plus x by 2.
Yeah, 38 plus x by 2. N by 2 minus CF. CF
18.
18 by F. What's the value of F?
X.
X into H.
10.
10 is equal to 46 1 by 3, right? So I have got 12. I have 12 here. See my working? And check where you've gone wrong. So after substituting, I've converted this to a fraction. 40.5 is 405 by 10. And then LCM. So 2 is the common denominator. So 2 into 18 is 36. So x plus 38 minus 36 by 2. By see, sometimes we might forget to write this 2. See if you've missed this one. So by 2 by x into 10 is equal to 139 by 3. Now I simplify this in the tables of 5 and I get 81 by 2. So transpose 139 by 3 minus 81 by 2. And here it is x plus 2 on simplifying by 2x because there's 2 here and x here. No? So 2 into x, 2x into 10 is equal to, I told you, transpose. So now 2 ones are 2 fives are. So 5 into x plus 2 by x is equal to common denominator again, and I get this. Then cross multiply. 5 into x, 5x into 6, 30x. 5 into 2, 10 into 6, 16. And this you subtract 35. So 35 into x, 35x. On solving this, x is 12. Either some calculation mistake or you might have forgotten to write this 2. So when you're given the value of median, you can directly identify the median class interval because the value of median is 46, 1 by 3, 40 to 40.5 to 50.5 is the median class interval. Yeah, take a screenshot if you want. Yeah, please try this.
Got the answer as 12 for the previous one.
Very good. Where did you go wrong, Ananya?
Huh?
Did you go wrong anywhere?
No, I was just confused how to start the calculations, but I did.
Very good. Very good. All right. Please try this one. What's the value of n?
200.
200. So using this information, n is equal to 200, you will get a linear equation in x and y. What is that?
Calculating the cumulative frequency.
Using the information n is equal to 200, you get a linear equation x and y.
X plus y is equal to 67.
Yeah, right. Good, Ram. X plus y is equal to 67. And what about the median class interval? Which is the median class interval?
— 20 to 30.
Hmm,
50 to 60.
50 to 60. 50 to 60. Why? Ananya, why?
Because the median is given to be 57. 57 lies between the class interval 50 to 60.
50 to 60. Good. The median of the distribution is given to be 57, 2 by 19. So 57 and a little more than that. So 57 point something, which is clearly between 50 and 60. The value of the median lies in the class interval 50 to 60. So now use the formula to find the median. Substitute the values there, equate it to 57, 2 by 19. Solve and find the values of x and y. Oh my God. Yes, children. What are the values of x and y?
X is kind of decimal for me.
Oh.
I do not know where I went wrong.
Okay, what about anybody else with a different answer? What about Ram?
I also got decimal point only.
Oh, okay. Wait, I haven't shared my screen again. So that first equation x plus y is equal to 67. And then what is the value of L, children? L? What is the value of L?
50.
50.
Yeah, n by 2?
100.
100.
Yes, ma'am.
N by 2 is 100, yes. Minus CF. CF,
73.
73.
73. Frequency,
X.
H. What's the value of H?
10.
Okay, that's fine. So on since that equation has only one unknown x, so you can solve that and find the value of x, right? That equation 50 plus 100 minus 73 by x into 10 is equal to, when you convert the value of median to an improper fraction, you get 1085 by 19, right?
Yes, ma'am.
270 by 7.
1085 by 19. Okay, so I think I'll share my screen now. You've substituted correctly, but you must check where you've gone wrong in calculating. Yeah. You can see my screen now. See where you've gone wrong, or let me know if I'm wrong somewhere.
Ma'am, I wrote the question wrong. I wrote the median marks as 57 instead of 57 2 by 19.
Oh, that's what you mentioned. I thought you're just not reading out the mixed fraction, 2 by 19.
No,
You did say
my
57, but I thought, okay, you just don't want to read that value. Oh, okay. Yeah. What about Ram?
Calculation mistake.
Okay. So please, so Ananya, please take care. So nothing like this should happen in the exam. Be very careful while taking the values from the question.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Ram, just let me know if I have to help you somewhere with the calculation, or you can help yourself.
No, ma'am. I got it, ma'am.
Okay, darling. Okay. Okay. All right, children, we'll have to proceed. Take a picture if you have not completed. Answer this question, children. Don't take down the question, just answer this. Name the three averages. Name the three averages. So mean, median, and mode are the three averages. But the average which is most commonly used is mean. Mean, median, and mode. All these three are averages. The most common average used is mean. Now, mean takes into account all the values in the data. Median, after arranging the data in the ascending or descending order, median concentrates on the middlemost value. And mode as an average concentrates on the value which repeats the most, or the value that has the highest frequency. Now here the question is, find the average height. Average height can mean mean height, median height, modal height. Mean takes into account all the values in the data. Median is only about the values that are centrally lying. Median concentrates on the values which are centrally lying, the middlemost value or values. Mode, whichever value happens most frequently, or the one with the highest frequency. So when the question is find the average height, it can be mean height, median height, or modal height. But what is the question? See there, find the average height of maximum number of boys, which means you'll have to find mode, because maximum number of boys, most of the boys meaning where the frequency is the highest. So when you see this, find the average height of maximum number of boys. Maximum number of boys is frequency here, 18. So in this question, you are expected to find the modal height. So what's the value of mode? What is the value of mode here? You don't have to use the formula, because you don't see class intervals. It's an ungrouped frequency distribution. If it's a grouped frequency distribution, it will involve class intervals. This one is ungrouped. This one is ungrouped. That means it does not involve class intervals. So you don't have to find the mode using the formula. The highest frequency is 18. The corresponding value, 122, is the mode of the data. So the average height of maximum number of boys is 122 centimeters. The average height of maximum number of boys, most of the boys have a height of 122 centimeters.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
how will the question be if they are asking us to find the median or a mean?
no, that will be asked directly.
Okay.
Or some words like centrally located. If you find middle or centrally located, then it is median. If you have to consider all the values, if they ask you to find the average, which takes into account all the values in the data, then it is mean.
Okay. So maximum number is mode, central value is median.
Median, and all the values in the data is mean.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I had asked you to work this question. Okay, I think we'll not concentrate on statistics like this. The rest of the questions you please finish. I have the answers ready. We'll see it in the next class. Okay, so just give you one more question on median. Yeah, answer this one. You don't have to take down the question, just answer this one. The time taken, not times, okay? The time.
$75.
75, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So how many athletes completed the race in less than 14.6 seconds? So 13.8 to 14 seconds. This is less than 14.6. These, see, the class intervals represent the duration in seconds. 13.8 seconds to 14 seconds, 14 seconds to 14.2 seconds, 14.2 seconds to 14.4 seconds. So the number of athletes who completed the race in this interval, 13.8 to 14 seconds, is 2. Number of athletes who completed the race in this interval, 14 seconds to 14.2 seconds, is 4. So these are finished in less than 14.6 seconds, less than 14.6 seconds, less than 14.6 seconds, less than 14.6 seconds. 25 and 20, they have taken more than 14.6 seconds. 14.6 to 14.8 seconds, 14.8 seconds to 15 seconds. So here the duration taken to complete the 100-meter hurdle is more than, equal to 14.6 or more than 14.6. In these two class intervals, the time taken by the athletes to complete the 100-meter hurdle race is 14.6 seconds or more than that. While in all these, it's less than 14.6. So sum of all these frequencies, 2 plus 4 plus 15 plus 54. 9, 11, 15. Yeah, so she's right. Ananya, you're right. 75. Total of these frequencies, 2 plus 4 plus 15 plus 54, not these two. If it was in less than 14.2 seconds, less than 14.2 seconds, add only these two, 2 plus 4, 6. If they say athletes have taken anywhere between, like 14.2 and 14.8, who have taken 14.2 seconds or more than that, but less than 14.8, then you'll have to add all this. 14.2, anything more than 14.2, but less than 14.8. So these three class intervals. So 15 plus 54 plus 25. Okay, I'm not finding that question. I have a question in my mind, but I'm not finding it now. Maybe in the next class I'll ask you. No, fine. Next class. Yes, children. A metallic cylinder has radius 3 centimeters and height 5 centimeters. To reduce its weight, not weights, to reduce its weight, a conical hole is drilled in the cylinder. The conical hole has a radius of 3 by 2 centimeters and its depth is 8 by 9 centimeter. Calculate the ratio of the volume of metal left in the cylinder to the volume of the metal taken out in conical shape. A metallic cylinder, the entire thing is a cylinder, radius and height is given to you. To reduce its weight, a conical hole is drilled in the cylinder. It's not given where it is drilled, but leave it. A conical, a conical piece is removed. That's all. From where it's immaterial. To reduce its weight, a conical hole is drilled in the cylinder, drilled and removed. To reduce its weight, it's drilled and removed. The conical hole, radius and height is given to you. You need to calculate the ratio of the volume of the metal left in the cylinder to the volume of the metal taken out in conical shape. Is the question clear, children?
Yes.
Yeah, please what? Please try. Yeah.
Just a guess, but is it 2:1?
How? No, I don't know.
A cone, the volume of a cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h.
No,
Pi
no,
r
no, you're
square-
mistaken. That is only if they have the same radius and height. Yeah, I get you. I get you. I'll tell you. Let me see if I'm reading your mind. So this is a cylinder. This is a cylinder of radius r and height h. Okay, and this is a cone. This is a cone of the same radius r, and height h. Same radius r and height h. Now we know that the volume of the cylinder is pi r square h, and the volume of this cone will be 1/3 of the volume of the cylinder because it has the same radius and height. So 1 by
Here the
3 pi r.
values are-
Sorry?
And here the values are different, so I won't be able to apply this.
Yeah, correct. Yes. So supposing, yeah, you got me, fine. So it's not like that because the radius and height are different for the cylinder and the cone. So it'll not work like that. I answered your question, right, Ananya?
Yes, ma'am, yes.
Okay. Yes, children, I'll just come back in 5 minutes. Please keep yourself engaged. Have you taken down this question, all of you? Otherwise, take a screenshot if you have not. Please work it now. Okay. So in case I'm a little late to come back, you shouldn't be idle. This is the next question. If you finished the first one, please try this. Please take a screenshot if you have not. Work this one. If you're done with this, work this. Give me 5 minutes, I'm coming back.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, it's 1 by 3 r square.
You have taken the 3 to the numerator.
Okay.
Okay, so the required ratio is 133 is to 2. So see, this is what I've done. Required ratios, volume of cylinder minus volume of cone. Because we need to calculate the ratio of the volume of the metal left in the cylinder. So what will be left? Volume of the cylinder minus volume of cone. That will be the volume left. Divide 2, the volume of the metal taken out in the conical shape. So 2. So see here, this is the ratio you have to find. Ratio of volume of metal left in the cylinder to the volume of metal taken out. Okay, so numerator is left and the denominator is taken out. This is left. This one is left in the cylinder. This one is taken out. So this ratio we have to find. So it's nothing but volume of cylinder by volume of cone minus volume of cone by volume of cone. So volume of cylinder is pi capital R square h, capital H by cone 1 by 3 pi r square h minus 1. Minus 1. So now this 3 I've taken it up to the numerator. So you can see the 3 here. 3. Then r square, substitute 3 into 3. H 5 divided by pi cancels. This 3 I've already taken it to the numerator. So r square 3 by 2 into 3 by 2 into h 8 by 9. So you can simplify this 3 3s are 9 and 9 here. And then 2 2s are 4 and here 8. So you can simplify. Here denominator itself you can simplify. You're left with only 1 2 in the denominator after simplifying. So when you multiply, now you cannot simplify the numerator and the denominator because there are only 3s and 1 5 there. So multiply the product as 135 by 2 in the denominator minus 1 minus 1. The product of the numerator is 135 by 2 minus 1. Again LCM. So 133 by 2. So the required ratio is 133 is to 2. Yeah, please take a picture. Okay. Answer this one. Find the median, children, for this. Find median. Okay, I'll just give you the X and F values. Yeah, find median. This can be an objective 1 mark or 2 mark question. Yes, found the value of median. Yeah, Ananya, Ram.
I'm not sure if I have to find the middle value for the X column or the F column.
Okay, Ram. Okay, X column, middle value for the X column. X represents the data. F is only the frequency, the number of times a particular value occurs. So the data for an ungrouped frequency distribution, the data is the X values. And for a grouped frequency distribution, the data is contained in the class intervals. Frequency is only the number of times. So data is always in the X column or the X values or the class intervals. Ram?
So 3,
Yeah. So
8.
8.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please tell me how you got 8. It's okay, Ananya, tell us.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. I arranged it in the ascending order 3, 5, 8, 13, and 15. 8 is the middlemost one.
Okay, fine. Thanks, Ananya. Mute yourself, yes. So one thing Ananya told us, right, is to arrange the values in the ascending order. That is very important. That is what is very important. You need to recreate the table. You need to recreate the table. That's very, very important. Okay, so first 3, then 5, then 8, 13, and 15. Frequency against 3 is 4, 5 is 6, 8 is 5, 13 is 2, and 15 is 1. Now, after this, you need to find the total of the frequency column. The total of the frequency column, which is 18. 18. So it's even. N is 18. N is even. When N is even, how do you find the median? So we have left behind all this in 9th standard. How do we find the median? Median is N by 2th observation plus N by 2 plus 1th observation by 2. It's the mean of the two middlemost values. If n is odd, median is the n by 2th observation. N by 2th observation. Okay. Tell me the cumulative frequencies. 4, 10, 15, 17, 18. So n by 2th observation, because it's even, n by 2th observation plus n by 2 plus 1th observation by 2. N by 2. So 18 by 2, 9. 9th observation. Which is the 9th observation? Which will be the 9th observation? 5. Look at the cumulative frequency, 10. So 5 is the 9th observation. What about the 10th observation? N by 2. 18 by 2. 9 plus 1, 10. 10th observation. I'm just coming, children. There's somebody at the door. I'm just coming. Yeah. Yeah, the 10th observation, because 9 plus n is 18. So 18 by 2, 9, 9 plus 1, 10. 10th observation. It's 5 again. By 2. 10 by 2, 5. So the median of the data is 5. See here, how many threes are there? 4 threes. So 3, 3, 3, 3. 4 threes. How many 6? How many 5s? 6 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 5s. So which is the 9th observation? This one. 10th observation, this one. And that's why we, construct the cumulative frequency column. You can see here the cumulative frequency is 10. Here 4 means the first 4 values are threes, then 10. That means up to 10. Up to 10, it will be made up of threes and fives. So if you want the 9th observation, it will be 5, right? The 9th observation. Because the cumulative frequency is 10 here. So the 9th observation will be 5. The 10th observation is also 5 because here the cumulative frequency is 10. The 10th observation also is 5. Otherwise, you can just write like this and check. So important is to arrange the x values in the ascending or descending order. Arrange the x values in the ascending or descending order. And then find the total of the frequency column, which is 18 in this case. Even. So median is n by 2th observation plus n by 2 plus 1th observation by 2. So 18, which means 18 by 2, 9th observation plus 10th observation. 18 by 2 plus 1. So 9th observation plus 10th observation by 2 will give you the value of the median. When it's odd, if it's odd, it's the n plus 1 by 2th observation. If it's odd, if n is odd, so like 17, n is 17. So then it will be 17 plus 1. Make it even. Make it even. So 17 means 17 plus 1, 18 by 2th observation. So the 9th observation directly is the median. When n is odd, median is the n plus 1 by 2th observation. N plus 1, when it's odd, n is odd, no, so make it even by adding 1. N plus 1, now it's even. Now divide by 2. N plus 1 by 2th observation will be the value of the median. When it's even, n by 2th observation plus n by 2 plus 1th observation by 2. Arrange the data in the ascending order. That's very important. Yeah, try this one. Just tell me the, okay, what are the two figures here? What are the two figures here?
A sector and a square.
Sector and a square. Very good. A sector and a square. Now for the square, you need the length of its side. What's the length of the side of the square? 15 centimeters. Now for the sector, you need the radius. You know the radius, then you can answer any question regarding the sector. What is the radius of the sector? What is the, no, it's not clear. What is the radius of the sector?
15 root 2, ma'am.
Yeah, was that Subbalakshmi?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 15 root 2. Because the length of the diagonal of the square will be the radius of the quadrant. It's a quadrant because we can see here it's 90 degrees. It's a square. This is 90. So the sector is a quadrant. And this will be the radius of the quadrant. This is the radius of the quadrant. OB is the radius of the quadrant. And OB is the diagonal of the square. And we know that the diagonal of the square can be found using Pythagoras theorem also. You can find that using Pythagoras theorem. See, this is 15 and this is also 15. All the sides are equal. So you can find the hypotenuse OB using Pythagoras theorem. Otherwise, you can use the formula root 2a. Root 2a. Diagonal of a square is given by the formula root 2a. So root 2 into side 15. 15 root 2, which is the radius of the sector. There are two figures here, square and sector, which is a quadrant. For the square, we know the radius is, for the square, we know the side is 15 centimeters. For the sector, the radius is not known, but the radius of the sector is the diagonal of the square. Root 2 into side, root 2 into 15, 15 root 2, or you can find OB, the diagonal, using Pythagoras theorem. Then you know how to find the area of the shaded region. Area of the sector minus the area of the square. And for sector, the formula is 90 by 360 into pi r square. Do this one, the others you take a screenshot, we'll see in the next class. Yeah, take a picture of this one, children. The questions which I shared on WhatsApp, please complete them. This one. This. No, we'll do this in the class tomorrow. No, not this, not this. Yeah, this one. Try this one. Yeah. An isosceles triangle ABC with AB equal to AC. An isosceles triangle ABC with AB equal to AC circumscribes a circle. Okay, so it circumscribes. The triangle circumscribes a circle. Touching BC at P. Touching BC at P. AC at Q. AC at Q. And AB at R. Prove that the contact point P bisects BC. You need to prove that BP is equal to PC. Yeah, work this now. You need to prove that BP is equal to PC. Yes, Subbalakshmi. Okay, I'm not getting any response, so. All right, children. So we start like this. It's given that AB is equal to AC, right? At least say yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, AB is equal to AC. Now, how can you express AB? AB can be expressed as AR plus RB or BR, correct? In the same way, express AC.
AQ plus QC.
QC or CQ. Very good. Now, we know that AR is equal to AQ, right? Because they're tangents from the same external point A to the circle. So they're equal. AR is equal to AQ. AR is equal to AQ. So AR plus BR is equal to AR plus CQ because they're equal. AR is equal to AQ because they are the tangents from the same external point A to the circle. So they get cancelled. So now we are left with BR is equal to CQ. BR is equal to CQ. But we know that BR is equal to BP for the same reason. Tangents from the same external point B to the circle are equal. And we also know that CQ is equal to CP. CQ is equal to CP. So like this, we get BP is equal to CP, which means if BP is equal to CP, that means P is the midpoint of BC or the point P bisects BC. Yeah, take a picture, children. Yeah, do this one. So you all know that we can prove that BMON is a square. BMON is a square. O is the center of the incircle. And when you join or when you draw the radius to the point of contact, OM and ON, you know that they are perpendicular. The radius and the tangent at the point of contact are perpendicular to each other. So 90 degrees, 90 degrees, which makes this also 90 degrees by angle sum property. And then this quadrilateral is a rectangle. But since the adjacent sides OM is equal to ON, it's a square, which means BM is R and BN is also R. They're not the radius of the incircle, but their value is equal to the value of the radius. BM does not become the radius of the circle. The value of BM and BN is also equal to the value of the radius of the circle. So how much is the AM, children? How much is the AM?
A minus R.
A minus R. What about NC?
B minus R.
B minus R. Here, what about AR?
A minus R.
Because AM is equal to AR and CN is equal to CR. So this will be B minus R. The whole thing is A and this part is R. That is AB is A and BM is R. So AM will be A minus R. Similarly, CN will be B minus R. CN is equal to CR, B minus R. AM is equal to AR, A minus R. Now, how do you construct the equation, Ram?
AB plus BC is equal to AC.
No. AR plus CR is equal to
AC.
AC. What is AR?
A minus R.
CR
B minus R.
is equal to AC.
AC C.
So A plus B minus 2R is equal to C. A plus B minus C is equal to 2R. So A plus B minus C by 2 is equal to R. You just have to use the hypotenuse to construct the equation.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So OMBN is a square. In a square, all sides are equal. So BM is R, BN is also R. So the rest of it, AM and CN, will be A minus R and B minus R. Maybe we can see it again. I won't say anything. From the way I mark, you can understand. ABC, right angle, because it's a right triangle given. This whole thing. C is the hypotenuse. So A and B you can take anywhere. C is the hypotenuse. AB you can mark anywhere. I've taken this as A and this as B. Marking this point as M, point of contact, point of contact, point of contact. There are three sides. The three sides are tangents to the circle. All the three sides are tangents to the circle. So the points of contact M, N, and R. Center of the incircle O. Now when you join O and the point of contact M, that's a radius. And by the theorem, it's also perpendicular to the tangent. Same thing. Radius perpendicular to tangent. So since three angles are 90 degrees, the fourth angle also will be 90 by angle sum property. OM is the radius of the incircle. ON is also the radius of the incircle. Now this quadrilateral is a rectangle because all corners are right angles. And it's a square because adjacent sides are equal. OM is equal to ON. So that means when it's a square, all the sides are equal. So this is R, this is also R. Now this portion, MB is R. The remaining AM will be A minus R because the whole thing is A. This one is R. So the rest of it will be A minus R. Similarly, this portion is R. The whole thing is B. So this portion will be B minus R. AM is equal to AR. Tangents from the same external point of the circle are equal. So this is A minus R. AR is A minus R. CN is equal to CR. So this also is B minus R. Now the equation is AR, just using the hypotenuse, AR plus CR is equal to AC. Just write this. AR plus CR is equal to AC. Now how much is AR? A minus R plus CR B minus R is equal to AC C. So A plus B transpose C minus C is equal to 2R. So R is equal to A plus B minus C by 2. Yeah, if you want to take a screenshot. Yeah, take a picture of this one. These case study based questions alone you try at home. We'll discuss in the next class. So when Mackenzie's baby swing is started, it's battery operated. So when you start it, there'll be a push button to start. It's battery operated. So when Mackenzie's baby swing is started, okay, the first swing is a 30-inch arc. Yeah, no, so the cradle which we use traditionally made of cloth, we swing the the cradle, right? So we make the cradle for babies, we make using a dhoti or a sari. We use a dhoti or a sari and we make a cradle for the baby using cloth. So you swing it, right? When you swing it, it traces the shape of an arc. Yeah, so this Mackenzie's baby swing will not be as comfortable as the, the cradle which we make for babies. So that is very, very comfortable. But now see modernization. So when Mackenzie's baby swing is started, the first swing, okay, the first swing, it traces an arc. It's a 30-inch arc. As the swing slows down, each successive arc is 1.5 inch less than the previous one. And you'll have to answer those questions. What you have to understand that the swing, when it swings, it traces an arc. That's all. Yeah, just think about that and answer this one. Take a picture. Yeah, take a picture of this one also. Case study based questions. Done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This one. Yeah, so you might have to, you will have your own, schedule to study. So I'll not disturb by giving more questions. Just try these. I have many more questions, so we'll save it for the next class or the next few classes. Yeah, these case study based questions shouldn't take a long time, so try to complete them. We'll see the answers in the next class. Yeah. And today, children, I think in another half an hour, I'll be scheduling MCQs. So please check the portal and try to complete that today. So 20 questions like your section A in your exam paper. First 20 questions. So 18, 19 and 20 will be assertion reasoning. The others MCQs. Try to complete that. I'll text you when it's ready. All right. I'm still working on it. I'll text you when it's ready, so you can try that today. Okay. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. You may leave the call.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, children. Thank you.